Paranormal Short Session 4 by Keith Evans at the Apalachicola Cemetery in Apalachicola, Florida. I'm at the tombstone of Jack Rufus Cheatham, Mr. Jack Rufus Cheatham. He passed away October 31st, 1820, and he was born October 28th, 1920. So he lived about, 3 or 4 days. Sorry to hear about that, Jack. Hopefully you're doing well in the afterlife. Hope I have your permission to do paranormal research here. I'd like to learn more about you if I can, Jack. Jack, was your mom's name Paula? Got a couple more words after drag. I got A-H, and birds, B-I-R-D-S. I usually ask, what did you like most about Apalachicola? And I think Jack or someone has already answered it, maybe Paula. They like the birds. It's usually the second question I ask. I don't know if you can see that at home or not. Let me get the sun towards my back. You might be able to see it better. Yeah, it's kind of blurry. But on the screen at the bottom, the oldest word is drag, D-R-A-G, then A-H, and at the top, birds, B-I-R-D-S. All right. You can see it's a interesting little a square here that Jack is buried, behind. There's no name on the little entrance plate. So, Mr. Cheatham, can I ask you again what you like most about Apalachicola, either before death or after death? Now, if you did say birds, what type of bird? I used to like Blue Jays and Orioles when I was growing up, because my favorite baseball team was the Orioles, and when I was younger, they didn't have a team named Blue Jays, but they did later on. I think it first was the Toronto Blue Jays. So I don't know if the teams have changed. I don't really keep up with baseball anymore. I think the Orioles are still in Baltimore. I don't know about the Blue Jays in Toronto. So, Jack, like I say, what did you like most about Apalachicola? I'll tell you what I liked. I liked the Chestnut Street Cemetery and also the restaurants. Mr. Cheatham, what is your father's name? Mr. Jack Cheatham, what is your mom's name? Well, I won't get any more words. I got a lot of words during the 8 promos. I usually do 7, but I ran one over. I lost count. I was getting so many words on the Obelisk 5. And the first promo, I didn't even use the Obelisk 5. All right. Is there anything, Mr. Jack Cheatham, that you'd like to ask me? You can ask me anything. I just ignored, like the devil, because it might be a ghost or spirit talking to another ghost or spirit about, I might be the devil and I'm not the devil. So don't worry about that, Jack, Mr. Jack Cheatham. And if any ghost or spirit is trying to claim that, I'm just going to ignore them because I think they're being facetious. They know that some, paranormal people will go bonkers over that. And that's what they're trying to get a response out of me. But I'd rather respond to the good words, the positive words. All right, I'm going to scan around to see if I can see any birds. Because maybe the bird Jack is talking about is here. That's my car. I hear some birds chirping, but I don't see any birds. I hardly ever see any birds when I come here to the Apalachicola Cemetery. There's a lot of birds at the Chestnut Street Cemetery. I don't know why. So drag birds. I don't know, somebody's saying that birds are a drag, or maybe whoever said drag, a different person said, birds. But I had not asked my question, what do you like most about Apalachicola? All right, since Mr. Jack Rufus Cheatham might be out of energy, and Paula might be out of energy, which Paula may or may not be Mr. Jack Cheatham's mom. If there's any other ghost spirits in the area that would like to communicate, I'm all ears. So, all right, how many people here have ridden a horse? I need a number. Give them time to tabulate a number. How many people here owned an automobile? How many people here wish I'd go home and leave them alone? How many people here enjoy my presence? Well, here's some birds above me. Let me step out here outside the little and then show you these trees up here. This one has the top out of it. The palm tree here. I think there's some birds up in here. I can hear them chirping. I just don't see them. But someone was saying, drag all birds. Maybe they're afraid the birds might use the bathroom while I'm under the tree or close to it. I think I'm far enough away here that I'm safe. Unless they're out on those outer limbs. And they might get me if they let loose above me. All right. As a paranormal investigator, I take pride in trying to ask questions and get ghosts and spirits involved. Jack, as a little child, when you were alive, do you remember what your favorite color was? When I was a kid, I always liked blue. I'm not sure why. Do you remember, Jack, what your favorite toy was? It might not be used to being called Mr. Cheatham or Mr. Jack Cheatham. Well, Mr. Jack Rufus Cheatham, I'm sorry that you passed away at 3 or 4 days old, and I hope you enjoy the afterlife. And if you ever come around this way again, if there's such a thing as reincarnation, be most happy to meet you, Mr. Jack Rufus Cheatham. Yeah, nothing on the Obelisk 5 in about how many minutes now? Usually at a paranormal, when I'm at a paranormal location, I usually get a whole lot of words all the way through, or very few words. Maybe 4, 5, 6, 7. Sometimes you just get constant words, maybe 2 or 3 a minute. So I'm glad that the ghosts of spirits are picking and choosing when they utilize the Obelisk 5. I think it makes interesting for everybody. I don't know what is symbolic about the oyster shell. Maybe it's like a toy. It almost looks like there's like a print on there, almost like a butterfly. I don't know if y'all can see that at home or not. Butterfly, see in the middle of the body, this wing and part of that wing. It looks pretty cool. I don't know if that's just the way it got embossed in there from the weathering and the pollen and the other stuff like bird droppings in the air falling on the grave, etching it in like that, but that's pretty cool. But it definitely looks like a butterfly. I'll have to take some more pictures of that. That's pretty cool. Well, Jack or anyone else is here, if you have any questions for me, you can ask. I feel if you get to feel comfortable with me, you're more apt to talk to me. I've been doing paranormal research since I was about 4. No, my parents were not enthusiastic over it, but I kind of kept it to myself since they went bonkers over me communicating with the people that were not living. And to me, it was just as normal as communicating with the people who were living. They didn't understand that either. So I suffered a lot just for being a paranormal researcher, and probably always will, as long as I live in America, because the majority of the people just think it's either fake or they think it's something that they don't subscribe to, or as they say, believe in. So that gives them permission to treat people that they don't think the same way that person thinks. It gives them the liberty and the permission to not be so nice. So I think we should live in a world where everybody is nice, no matter what that person looks like, no matter how tall they are or what their weight is. Be nice and kind. Treat people the way you'd want people to treat you. If you do that, it'll be a nicer world. All right. I've said my little piece for today since Mr. Jack Rufus Cheatham is not talking much. And still the last 3 words on the Obelisk 5 is drag, and birds. It's not coming clear on my viewfinder, but hopefully you can see it at home. Well, this has been Paranormal Short Session 4 by Keith Evans. I'm at the Apalachicola Cemetery in Apalachicola, Florida. And I am at the tombstone of Mr. Jack Rufus Cheatham. And I hope, it is Wednesday, the 30th of October, 2024. I hope everyone has a good day. And if you get a chance, check out my YouTube channel. It's free to subscribe. It's called Paranormal Short Sessions by Keith Evans. And check out my new book, Vampires Dead or Alive. It's kind of like an ancient alien type situation. I talk about many things. Most people find my paranormal to be a little bit too goody two-shoed and too slow and too polite. Vampires Dead or Alive comes right straight out with my ideals and theories about why a vampire are the way they are, why vampires are the way they are. Anything from how vampires dematerialize to how vampires use wormholes or black holes to manipulate time and space to change from a person to a bat or to a person to just a spirit or a soul without any biological body. So check it out. I think you'll like it. If you're into biology, I talk about how actual bats mutate. I read up on some of the research that was done. I think it was done in, I'm trying to think of that country. Can't think of it. It's near Australia, but it's the islands above Australia, kind of like north of Australia. So check out my book. I think you'll like it. It's a book made for everybody, and it's more like Ancient Aliens. I talk about theories of ghosts and also vampires being more than just terrestrial. They might be extraterrestrial. In fact, we might be extraterrestrial. So check it out. There's all types of theories in there that will blow your mind, connections about vampires you never thought of before. And my book is available online where good books are sold, especially Amazon. And the ebook is available at Kindle. And the same way with the Hayes House Ghost for People, too. It's available online where good books are sold and ebook on Kindle. All right. Thank you, everyone, from the bottom of my heart. I hope you enjoyed this Paranormal Short Session 4 by Keith Evans at the Apalachicola Cemetery in Apalachicola, Florida. Today is Wednesday, the 30th of October, 2024, and I'm signing off from the tombstone of Mr. Jack Rufus Cheatham. Thank you, everybody, and have a good day.